Hi everyone, Arliath here. I'm going to show you today how to install NVIDIA RTX Voice on your GTX equipped computer. Now, RTX Voice is a phenomenal piece of software. It does require you to have NVIDIA hardware to run, but not necessarily an RTX GPU. Now I'll show you how to do it. A gentleman by the name of David Lake discovered on Brew 3D forums that the constraints for installing it have nothing to do with having an RTX chip on your system. You just have to comment out or delete 3 lines of code. So if you go to this URL, which I have also copied at the very top of this video, and I will also have the link available in the description. Just download the app. I've already got it right here, so I'll save you the brief download time. UAC will escalate because it does need to be administrator to attempt to install this. And what it's doing right now is it's going to fail because I am attempting to execute the installer in its unblemished original form. And its original instructions require an RTX graphics card to be present on the system. So we're going to change that. When we attempted to run the installer, you must run the installer in order for this process to work. It ended up going to temp and created a new directory, NVIDIA RTX Voice. And here we are in a privileged administrator editing space. We cannot edit anything in here without having administrator privileges, as you will see. So if you open this up, and under the constraints, you'll see that it says feature RTX Voice install blocked message, right? Let's try to get rid of this and save. And it'll say access denied. So you can try to escalate yourself as an administrator, or you can do you can take the super easy way out. And you can copy this entire directory to somewhere else where you have user space privileges. See, NvRTXVoice. Now I'm going to do my edits. And not have to worry about having privileged access. And then I'm going to go back one directory and I'm going to run setup. Haha! Okay. Well, it doesn't say that I have to have an RTX thing in it, right? It's just like blah, blah, blah. Boilerplate, EULA. And look, it worked. Now what's going to happen? Well, the RTX software will load up and it's going to ask you to what degree of noise suppression and what input device you want to run everything on. Do not enable this for output as a speaker. Just don't do it, because what it's going to do is any non-speech output from your computer, such as your games, music you listen to, gunshots, sound effects, will not show up because they will all be filtered. So unless you have a very specific reason to do it, do not enable this. Just stick with your original output device, which is going to be default. Your input device, remove background noise from my microphone. Yeah, this is what I want to do. And I want it on my microphone. We're going to just leave the noise suppression level at top. All right. If it doesn't work out, you can always lower it. So now what I need to do is I need to go to sound settings, and my input must change. So the input now must be NVIDIA RTX voice. Okay. The other thing I'm going to do is now we're going to bring OBS over, because now you need to see how I'm doing this in OBS, right? I'm going to create a new source. Well, I made it earlier in it, but I'm going to do this again. The device will be NVIDIA RTX voice. Okay. Check, check. Not hearing anything, right? Unless I'm talking, I'm not going to be hearing anything. Let me switch this up. Now you hear me? Now you don't. Well, you don't hear the stick. So there you have it. It may or may not affect the way that your audio appears or sounds. I've noticed in previous tests that my audio was a little bit softer and lower, and slightly changed the timbre a bit. So I would say you should be prepared to boost the gain on your NVIDIA RTX mic by maybe 10 decibels more than your original mic. But aside from that, man, I can't think of any other reason. Oh, there is one other thing to note that NVIDIA highly recommends, and that's removing filters from. So this has no audio filters, fortunately. But you may have filters, compression, noise gates and stuff on your original sound device. And you just want to make sure that when you install this, you don't want to apply those same filters or noise suppression for this device. In Discord, for example, there is an option, and NVIDIA will actually tell you straight up that, oh, hold on. NVIDIA will tell you that noise reduction needs to be turned off. And they've actually gone step by step with nearly every single WebEx. Yep, Zoom's here, so Slack. So all of these different applications that will use your mic, they will pretty much show you step by step how to install it. Personally, I'm using OBS. XSplit is here too. And I find this documentation extremely helpful. And I really want to thank NVIDIA for making a really good guide here. And I'm also thankful to Mr. David Lake for showing us all how to enable this on GTX video cards as well. And I want to thank you for watching this, and I hope that this has been helpful. And if you have any questions, or if you want to just say, hey, it worked on my graphics card, I've got a GTX 960 or an 850, please mention this in the comments, and let's see which ones it doesn't work on and which ones it does. So take care and good luck.